Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Hacking Self Storage. It is Tuesday because it's a bank holiday yesterday. So, Tuesday today, we're going through my week in numbers the good, the bad, everything. It's going to be a very quick episode today because I'm supposed to be going on holiday at 12:30. We're going away in the caravan. Yes, I am a gypsy and I love it. And I'm meeting Gary McKenzie. I've got our weekly meeting with Gary. Then I've got three other podcasts to record. So I'm going to try and be really concise. It's an exciting week for me this week because if you are part of my newsletter, the sign up page isn't working right now for some reason. But if you are part of a newsletter, then I will be announcing when the mastermind, with first ever self-storage mastermind, will be taking place, when's it going to start, etc. And the people who have applied, yes, I've got your applications and I will be in touch this week. It's got to, the reason I ask people to apply, one, because we want it to be an awesome, brilliant community. And I know who I can help, and I know people who I can't possibly help, but depending on what stage you're at. For example, if you haven't got a self-storage facility right now, then the mastermind won't work. However, don't worry, because I am going to put together another part of a mastermind to help people start. Obviously, we've got the course, but I'm going to have some, because people keep asking me, this is not being quick. People keep asking me to check. I must have 4 or 5 messages every single day now, with people saying, can I have 5 minutes of your time, 15 minutes of your time? Will you check out this location, etc.? And I want to help people, but I just don't have enough time in the day. So we will be having some sort of mastermind or some sort of where I look and validate your self-storage. If you've got a potential area, I'll look at it for you, but I don't know how that's going to look. First of all, let's focus on the mastermind where people actually have self-storage. And ultimately, it's not going to be cheap, this mastermind, because my time isn't cheap. And so therefore, it's got to be a certain level of revenue to make it worth your time. So that's why we asked for an application. Anyway, more about that later, because today we are talking about, I've just been for a run, and I'm not joking, I stink. I can't believe I'm admitting it. I'm just wafting my arms up in the air and getting really passionate. I'm like, what's that bloody? Oh, it's me. I've been for a 5-mile run, all right. Right, so last week, 136 quotes, so really good on the quotes. Now, we've had a disaster at Stormore for the last few weeks. This hasn't been a disaster, but there is things we need to work on. 136 quotes. It's plus 30 square foot for the week. The reservations so far this week were 35. So the conversion really there needs to be worked out. It's only 26%. We need to do better than that. And by the way, it's only a small sample size, but hopefully we can get back into the 30s this next week. Move-ins were 26, and the conversion rate was 19%. So again, not massive there. Let's have a look. My weekly revenue, we took 46,500 in total. I won't go through the individual ones because we've got to get moving. Don't want to be late for Gary McKenzie, my meeting in 27 minutes. And I need to get a shower. Right, 35 reservations, 8 booked online, which was really good. That's 23%. Awesome work to Jack and Brogan. Both had 10 reservations each. Right, deep dive into individual sites. Willoughby, 25 quotes, 8 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 32%. Always good conversions there. We had 6 move-ins, so a conversion rate of 24%. Need to do better there. We moved in 625 and we moved out 825. So we lost 200 square foot. We've got 360 internal rooms occupied, 52 containers. We've got 2 car parking spaces rented out, and we're 84.16% full there. So not too bad. This average insurance was 5,500. This next week, we're due to move in 365 square foot and due to move out 485. But I think it'll be a positive week there. Clough Road, 26 quotes. 10 reservations. So last week was a disaster at Clough Road. We had 5% conversion. We've really had a deep dive and looked into it. And this week we've improved to 37%. I think that deserves a round of applause to the team. Well done, team. I know that Gary and James went through every single call recording of every single quote to make sure that we're hitting the USPs. Yep, so that is my wife wants to borrow the car. No, she can't. She just texts me. So this next, 37% conversion rate, 450 square foot moved in, 160 square foot moved out, so it was 285. We only had 6 move-in, so it was only a 22% conversion rate for move-in, so we need to improve on that. £5,000 worth of insurance sold. This next week, we're due to move in 400 and due to move out 450. Beverly, 15 quotes. Only 3 reservations, so 20% conversion there. 2 move-ins, 13% conversion. 320 moved in, 275 moved out. So that is 45 net square foot up. We are 78.45% full up, Beverly, because we've got more units there now. 9,500 was average insurance there, so really good. This next week, we're due to move in 2 people for 195 square foot and nobody moving out, so that's good. Wrexham, 12 quotes, reservations with 4, so that's a 33% conversion. We moved in 3 people, so that's a 25% conversion. 250 square foot moved in, 100 square foot moved out. So we're up. Come on, you know it. 150 square foot. 5,333 was the average insurance. And we moved next week. Sorry, we're due to move in 385 and we're due to move out 175. Mansfield, 37 quotes. Mansfield is really struggling at the minute. And I always say Mansfield's the gift that keeps on giving, but not recently. Sorry, drink reservations 4, so that's a conversion rate of 10%, 10.11%. That is shocking. Move-ins 5, so that's a conversion rate of 13%. So we really need to improve there. We moved in 1,140 square foot, but we moved out 1,550. So that's 410 square foot down. Yeah, Mansfield, we need to have a deep dive. We was over 90% full, and now we're 73.52% full. Don't get me wrong, we've added more containers, but it's still worrying there. This with average insurance is £5,000. Due to move in this next week is 360. Due to move out is 600. So we really want to know what is going on there. Glasgow, 20 quotes. Bloody hell. I didn't know that was that many quotes. 6 reservations. Bloody hell. That's a 30% conversion rate. Move-ins were 4, so that's a 20% conversion rate. We moved in 720. We moved out 560. We're net 160. We got 55 internal, it says here, 55 containers. Yeah, there's a line there, it doesn't make sense. 55 containers rented out, 75% full, £6,250 average insurance. Due to move in this next week is 400 square foot and no move out. I ran 26.5 miles if anybody's interested last week, so I'm getting back to fitness, which is nice because I put on about stone, so hopefully I can lose that relatively quick because I've got a stag do soon. All right, my friends, I'm going to go. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.